graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks, with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. Sorry, we're an inning late, but we got the Nationals taking on the Cleveland Guardians this evening. The Nationals and the Guardians are currently scoreless so far. Nationals actually put up 10 runs last night, and they beat the Guardians by a score of 10-2. A lot of home runs in that game. Dalen Lyle is going to get on with a leadoff walk here in the top of the second, and we have a runner on over at first. What a day. Oh, man. What's up, Haley? How you doing? Good to see you on here, as always. Okay, let's make sure that we take this off. Good. The vertical side is off, and we are ready to go. Oh, man, this game got started at 6:10. I had a couple things I had to do. I'll talk about it later, but it's all good. It's all great things. But yes, okay, so here's the pitch, and that's going to be taken up high for ball one. Still, obviously, got to make the Phillies thumbnail for tonight. But yes, we'll definitely do that. What time is the Phillies game? It starts at 9:40. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch, and it's down for ball two. 2 balls, no strikes to Jacob Young. So the Nationals have Wood, Meade, Chaparro, Abrams, Cruz, Lyle, Young, Nunez, and Ruiz in their starting lineup for tonight. 2 balls, no strikes in the pitch. Line drive back up the middle for a base hit, and we have runners over at first and second base for Washington here in the top of the second inning. But yes, hello everybody. Good to see everybody on here. Daniel's also here. What's up, Daniel? How you doing, my friend? Jacob Young gets on with a single, slaps it out over to center field, and he is over at first base. And Lyle heads on over to second. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Nasim Nunez is coming on up. Oh, guys, I can't wait to tell you what happened today. I'm so excited. Top of the second, 2 on in the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a called strike. It's a changeup taken right down the middle. So no balls, 1 strike. 22 stolen bases for Nasim Nunez. It's a good reason why I'm late. I usually don't like to be late, but it's a good reason why. 0-1. And that's way up high for ball one. Citizen, what's going on, man? How are you doing? What's up? 1 ball, 1 strike. Dude, Chicago was great. We had such a blast. It was so much fun. 1-1 pitch. And there's a called strike 2 right at the knees. Joey Cantillo is on the bump, pitching for Cleveland. Cantillo with a 4-1 record, a 3.05 ERA as well, and 55 or 51 strikeouts on the season. And so, Cantillo stares back at second base for a second and decides not to throw it. And Lyle stays right where he is. Nunez hitting a .188 so far on the season. The 1-2 delivery, and that's down for ball 2. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. How's everybody's day going so far? Let me know down below. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nasim Nunez. Cantillo gets set at the Guardians' letters. kicks, deals, and that is going to bounce away from the catcher, and that's going to put runners over at second and third. It's a wild pitch. It was taken all the way for ball 3, and Lyle moves over to third, Young moves over to second, and Washington has 2 runners in scoring position. Big stuff there. Let's go. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Nasim Nunez. 3-2 pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards shallow left field. On the run is Quan. He'll be there to make the catch. Runner will tag up from third, but won't go home. And there's one away in the top of the second. Jacob's here. What's up, Jacob? How are you doing? Final score predictions on this game, please let me know down below what you guys think the final score is going to be for this baseball game. So 1 out, top of the second, and we got runners over at second and third. 1 away, and here comes Keibert Ruiz. And on the first pitch, Ruiz stares at a changeup at the knees for strike 1. Ruiz with a .252 average this year so far, 4 homers, and also 22 runs batted in as well. There's the 0-1. That's a curveball. That's down for a ball. And so 1 ball, 1 strike to Keibert Ruiz. Two runners in scoring position, and the 1-1. It's going to be chopped foul over towards the left side. Everybody, what was I going to say? I forget. So the Guardians have 1 ABS challenge left. Washington has 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cantillo kicks, deals. And there's a chopper hit over towards the hole, and that'll get through for a base hit. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Washington Nationals, just like that. Ruiz was just able to punch it up the middle, and it just got by Brian Rocchio over at short. Wouldn't have been able to make the diving stop. Went a little bit over towards his left. 2-0 Washington. And there's still 1 out in the top of the second. We have a timeout taken on the mound here. Lyle and Young each scored a run. The Phillies are still a half game behind the Nationals for second in the NL East. So they technically need Washington to lose. And if the Phillies win tonight, then they would be half a game above the Nationals in the NL East for second place. The pitch. And that's inside for ball 1. James Wood is in the box, batting leadoff for the Washington Nationals. 1 ball, no strikes. And here's the 1-0 to Wood. And there's a called strike. The knee is at 91 miles per hour. Man, oh man. 1-1 pitch to Wood. There's a high drive hit out to deep right field. If it's fair, it is gone. And that ball is gone for James Wood. Number 15 for James Wood on the season. And that 2-run blast gives the Nationals a 4-0 advantage. Looks like he got a hanger left out over the middle. Wood just teed it up. And it's Curtis Mead who is up to bat. and he takes ball 1. James Wood has now hit 5 homers in the month of May. That's his second day in a row that he has homered against the Guardians. 1-0 pitch is down for ball 2. So it's 2 balls, no strikes. We're in the top of the second. There's 1 out. The 2-0 delivery is down for ball 3. That's to Curtis Mead. So it's 3 balls and no strikes. There's 1 out, top of the second. Mead walked before the 3-0 pitch. And there's a called strike on the inside edge at the knees for strike 1. Three balls, 1 strike. What's up, LP? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you on here. 3-1 pitch. That ball is grounded foul over towards the left side. And so the count's now full. James Wood had a leadoff homer in last night's game. 4-0 Nationals on a 2-run shot by James Wood and a 2-run single by Keibert Ruiz. 3-2 pitch. And that is chopped foul. So once again, folks, sorry that we were a little bit late tonight. Got off to a late start with this game. But we got the Phillies and the Padres at 9:40. 3-2 pitch. And that is taken down for ball 4. And there's a 1-out walk. And that's going to put Mead over at first base. I'm always well. Good to see you too. Absolutely. Well, chat. I'm so excited to talk to you guys about what happened today. I'm so excited, but I want to get the rest of the group in on it as well. Andres Chaparro is up to bat, and the first pitch that he takes is in there for a called strike. It's a curveball right down the pike. Hey, Rhino, thanks for coming on in. By the way, JJ, can you just shut up? The pitch, and that's in there for strike 2. Maybe if you give us a good excuse later, we'll forgive you. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out to top of the second, and the pitch is way outside for a ball. So it's 1-2. By the way, folks, go subscribe to Rising Rhino. He does a lot of football content on his channel, and he is absolutely awesome. There we go. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the 1-2 is popped up and hit out over towards the left side, and out of play it goes. Haley just dropped Rhino's link. Shout out to the mods. Rhino says, I was sleeping last night. I was also sleeping last night. I think we all... Did any of us not fall asleep last night? 1 ball, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch. And another fly ball hit out over towards shallow center field. But the catch will be made, and there's out number 2. So 2 down in the top of the second. I'm really happy to see you, my friend. I hope that you're having a good day so far. I was sleeping last night. 4-0 Washington. James Wood had a 2-run shot in the top of the second, and Keibert Ruiz had himself a 2-run single as well. 2 outs, top of the second, and the pitch. That's going to hit the knob of the bat, but it's a foul ball over towards the left side. The Nationals, by the way, the money line for them right now is at -790, and for Cleveland, they're at +466. So obviously, Cleveland is not favored right now. Can you call me during normal business hours? What's normal business hours when you stream? No balls, 1 strike. 0-1 pitch. Popped up and fouled off again. That goes on out of play. Cantillo so far, 1 2/3 of an inning. He has allowed 3 hits, 4 earned runs, and 4 walks so far. That's not a good start. And that's on a total of 65 pitches. So no balls, 2 strikes to C.J. Abrams. Cantillo kicks, fires, and another pop-up hit right behind home plate. It's a foul ball, but it'll just go about 4 rows deep. You know when I'm not sleeping. I do. I know when you're not sleeping. Oh, Rhino's awake. Yep. Okay, he can. Yep, he's up. I'll give him a call now at like 5 o'clock in the morning. 0-2. That's chopped foul over towards the right side. What you got going on this week, Rhino? Tell everybody in the chat what you have going on this week as far as streams go. The ball's in 2 strikes to C.J. Abrams. 4-0 Washington. And again, if the Nationals lose and if the Phillies win, the Phillies then have second place in the NL East, and they would be half a game above Washington. 0-2 pitch, and that's a breaking ball. Are you Santa? I see you when you're sleeping. I know when you're awake. I don't know if you've been bad or good, but be good for goodness sake. That's right. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, top of the second. I want to watch Elf now. 1-2 pitch. That's going to be in there, I believe, for a called strike 3. The throw to second was in time. Did they call a strikeout there? I don't know. But regardless, the out was recorded, and the inning is done. Okay. So we're going to go to the bottom of the second. I'm curious to see if that was actually ruled as a strikeout. I believe that that was really called a ball, but we'll see what the scoring says. Nope, they called it a ball, and they said that Meade got caught stealing over at second. So I guess they didn't have to use an ABS challenge there. That's funny. Gosh. I wish you could hear yourself sometimes. I actually don't hear myself. I listen to myself. There's a big difference. JJ, you going to do the Phillies against the Padres tonight at 9:40? Yes, absolutely I am. For sure. For sure. Definitely. Chua, imagine if I didn't do the Phillies game tonight. I'd probably be getting a lot of people mad at me if I didn't do the Phillies game. But no, I'm doing it. For sure. Definitely. 4-0, and we go to the bottom of the second. I just realized who Ryzen Rhino is. I know him from doing his math problems. I'm an accountant, and I keep up on math problems. There you go. There you go. Oh, man. But Rhino, what do you have going on this week? I want to hear about your streams. I want you to tell people what you got going on. We're going to the bottom of the second. Daniel Schneemann will lead it off. It'll be Schneemann, Martinez, and Kwan that are due on up at the plate. Final score predictions, chat. I would like to hear what your final score predictions are down below right now. Right now. Do it now. No, I'm kidding. Tom says these Nationals are pretty darn good, folks. Yeah, the Nationals have, I thought that they were going to actually have a nice year. I didn't think that they were going to be at the bottom of the barrel like other people did. These Nationals are pretty darn good. Yeah, man. For sure. The balls, 1 strike. And the 0-1 pitch. And that is outside for ball 1. So it's now 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2 is the count. Bottom of the second. And the pitch to Schneemann. And that's going to be lined foul and out of play. You're in Vegas? No, you're not. You're not in Vegas. You're not in Vegas. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cavalli kicks, deals, and Schneemann flies one out over towards the left field corner, and it's going to be a foul ball right over by the stairwell. Okay, I give it to a little boy. That's nice. That's really cool. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the second. It's a 4-0 Nationals lead. The Guardians got to wake up. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and there's 1 out. There we go. Yeah. 1 away. So 2 away, and now it's Stephen Kwan's turn to come on up to the plate. You don't have to worry about who will be at the bottom of the barrel. It'll be Philly, says Mark. Philly at the bottom of the barrel? I think it's going to be the Mets. Mets are, 5.5 games in back of, or they're 5 games in back of the Phillies? They're on another losing streak. The pitch, and that's going to be in there for a called strike to Stephen Kwan. No balls, 1 strike. I mean, do you think the Phillies are worse than the Mets? I don't. The 0-1 pitch, and that's way outside for a ball, and also low as well. 1 ball, 1 strike. The series, by the way, wraps up tomorrow afternoon at 1:10 p.m. Eastern Time. It'll be Miles Mikolas going up against Gavin Williams. Here's the 1-1. That's outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the second. 2 away. Cade Cavalli gets set and deals. And there's another strike thrown. It's caught on the outside edge for strike 2. 2-2 is the count. And the pitch to Kwan. That is down for ball 3. Morty! What's up, Morty? What's happening, JJ? Not too much, man. Not too much. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, bottom of the second. The payoff pitch. And Kwan flies one out over towards left field. And Wood backs up, waits for it. It makes the grab. And the 3rd out is recorded. We're going to go to the top of the 3rd inning. It is a 4-0 Washington Nationals lead. Okay. Not too much is happening, my friend. Really good to see you on here. Absolutely. Yeah. Just hoping tonight that the Phillies get another W. That would be great. And it'd be really awesome if they could get, the 2nd seed back against the Nationals. But we'll see. We'll see. Washington so far, 3 hits, including a homer from James Wood and a 2-run single from Kyber Ruiz. C.J. Abrams is going to be coming on up for Washington. It'll be Abrams, Cruz, and Lyle that are due on up to bat. Dalen Lyle, I think that, I'm starting to remember that he was a Blue Rock at the time when I was calling their games. I kind of forgot about that. Okay, so Joey Cantillo, his afternoon is done, and Cody Hewer is going to go out there to pitch. So that wraps it up for Cantillo. Cantillo just went 2 innings today, and he gave up 4 earned runs. Now, I don't know why he's coming on out of the game. I can let you know maybe in just a few moments, but that's a little bit odd. Hopefully he's okay. But yeah, Hewer is out there to pitch. Cody in 2 games this year has a 3.3 earned run average, 3 strikeouts in just 2 2/3 of an inning. Also 1 walk allowed as well. And here's C.J. Abrams, who takes a slider inside and low for ball 1. The pitch. And there's a called strike, so it's now 1 ball and 1 strike. Cantillo, who had 69 pitches, they had Cody Hewer warming up in the bullpen for the 2nd inning. So they just decided, you know what, we're just going to take him out. And that's going to be it for him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch to CJ, it's down for ball 2. So it's a 2 ball, 2 strike count. Top of the 3rd. Abrams in the box. 288 average. 12 homers and 46 runs batted on in. The 2-2 pitch. Line drive hit out over to right field. That'll get down for a base hit and take 1 hop right in front of the right fielder Wood. And so that gives a leadoff single to C.J. Abrams. By the way, out in right field, that was Angel Martinez playing out in right. So now it's Dylan Cruz who is up to bat. And on the first pitch, Cruz takes a strike at 96 miles per hour. Let's hope Nola can keep the ball down tonight. Let's hope that the offense can have his back as well. I agree with you on Aaron Nola, though. He has to go out there and pitch a good game today. And by good game, I mean, at this point, I guess the bar is now 5 innings, 3 runs. Let me ask you this. If Nola gives you 5 innings and he allows 3 runs tonight, would you take that? Would you take that? That's pitch. Now it's 2 balls, 1 strike. Top of the 3rd, the pitch. And check swing, did he go? They say yes, he did. And the count is now 2-2. The reason why I ask is because if you just take a look at his last 3 outings or so, he went 5 innings in his last outing, gave up 4 earned runs on 8 hits. That actually really wasn't so good either, but I don't know. How about 6 innings, 3 earned runs? Maybe that sounds better. 2-2 pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards right field. Martinez tracks it down just shy of the track. And he'll make the catch and get the first out of the inning in the top of the 3rd. I've been such a big supporter of Nola. I miss 2018 Nola. I miss 2022 playoff Nola. The toss back over to first, and that is not in time. D, what's up, D? Good to see you on here. 1 out, top of the 3rd. The pitch is down for a ball, and that's going to get in front of the catcher, but runner won't move. All right, I'll put it to you this way. If Aaron Nola goes 7 innings tonight and he gives up 3 earned runs, I will be thrilled. I will be absolutely thrilled with that. I will take that compared to what I've been getting. 7 innings, 3 earned runs. That's what I'm going with. Thank you. Appreciate that. I love this shirt. I do. It's a cool one. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, top of the 3rd. And the 1-1 pitch is down for ball 2. I just don't think he's going to do it. Why am I talking myself into this? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, JJ. I know, but I do this to myself. 2-1 pitch. That's chopped foul. Throw in $5K and you got a deal. It's not going to happen. I know it's not going to happen. Man. 2-2 pitch. That's down for ball 3. Josh Jacobs got arrested? Damn. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. And a fly ball hit out over to right field. This is carrying. It's going to go back towards the track, but it'll be caught in front of the wall by Aniel Martinez. And we have 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd, and Abrams retreats back on over to first base. Morty would take it in a heartbeat. Yeah, I just don't think it's going to happen. I do this to myself. I'm like, what if Aaron Nola, just goes 7 innings, just gives up 2 runs, turns back into 2022 Nola? Like, I can't. Ugh. I can't. The pitch is down for a ball. It's 1 ball, no strikes as we are in the top of the 3rd inning with 2 away. And a runner over at first. 4-0 Washington. They got a 2-run home run from James Wood and also a 2-run single from Kyber Ruiz. That came in the top of the 2nd, all 4 runs. 2 balls, no strikes. Hewer kicks, deals, and the pitch is in there for strike 2. 1. Blast off. Strike 1. Painful, Lou. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball hit over to short, Mart. And the throw on over to first base is just in time. Wow. What a play by Brian Rocchio. That guy got to the ball up the middle, and he had to spin, turn, and throw it over to first. It took about a couple of skip hops right on over to first base. That was an excellent play, though. And we're going to go to the top of the 4th inning. It's a 4-0 lead for the Nationals. Oh, man. I need a sip of water, chat. All these Aaron Nola hypotheticals are making me thirsty for water. Oh, man. What's up, Lou? How you doing, man? JT would be the first to know. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, what's the lineup for tonight? Have they released it yet? They probably should have it out by now, right? I don't trust ESPN anymore after what happened yesterday. But I guess I got to use it. Yeah, JT is back in the lineup. Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Marsh, Bohm, Stott, JT, Crawford, Sosa. Okay, I'm done with the Sosa experiment out in left field. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Have I said I'm done with it? I'm done with it. I am done with Sosa out in left. I don't like it. I don't like it anymore. I don't. They don't really have a bunch of other options, JJ. Well, then that's a Dombrowski problem. That's a Dave Dombrowski issue. You know what's funny? The fact that Brandon Marsh is producing is actually making it a little bit better for Dave. Like, it's not great for Dave when it comes to the outfield platoon, but I just realized that, like, Brandon Marsh is doing such a great job. They had Harrison Bader last year doing great, but Marsh is sort of carrying that load that Bader had last year. Bottom of the third, the pitch, swing and a miss. I'm good. I'm looking forward to the late night Phillies game. I hope we can just get a serviceable outing from Nola. If he can just be a reasonable pitcher, it would help this team so much. I'm going to try to be positive about Nola. I saw what D said. Yeah, I want to be positive. I do. Did somebody delete her message? I saw it disappear. 1 ball, 1 strike. Why don't you like salsa? I didn't say I didn't like salsa. I like salsa. I don't like spicy salsa. The pitch, now it's 2 balls, 1 strike. Let's go, D. Get me into a positive. Get me feeling positive about tonight. I don't like being negative. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. This is Patrick Bailey who's up to bat. The former Giant who got traded about a month ago to the Cleveland Guardians. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and a called strike 3 on the outside corner. Patrick Bailey goes back to the dugout, shakes his head, chews his gum, and he will have a seat. Whoever just subscribed, thank you so much. Comment who you are down below. 4-0 Washington as we go to the bottom of the third inning. We got San Diego and Philadelphia tonight at 9:40. 1 out, bottom of the third. And here's the pitch. And a line drive hit out over to right, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And so there is a 1-out single here in the bottom of the third inning. Let's go. To make you feel better, Sanchez pitches tomorrow. That does make me feel better. I like the sound of that. That's a positive. That does make me feel positive. Charge! Can you do the salsa? No, I can't. Travis Bazzana is up to bat. I actually don't even know the salsa. Is it a TikTok dance? The pitch is outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. I meant your outfielder. Why don't you like him? Sosa? I don't like Sosa playing left. Sosa's not a left fielder. Sosa is a third baseman or a shortstop. He can play second, too. He's just not an outfielder. Sosa. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the third. And 1 out. It's like when Kyle Schwarber was playing left field. Kyle Schwarber's a DH. They just need another outfielder, but they're relying on Sosa to play left, and that's not his natural position. 1 ball, 1 strike. D, that really does help. Travis Bazzana has been on fire lately, and the 1-1 pitch is in the dirt for ball 2. And almost got away from Ruiz. I love Edmundo Sosa, though. Edmundo Sosa is awesome. Marsh, after yesterday's game, said that he likes the Phillies' chances for the rest of the season. Hey, man, I believe in the team. 2-1 pitch, and that's inside for ball 3. I want them to do well. I do have optimism that they'll get in. But every day that changes. 3-1 pitch, and that's outside for ball 4. That'll put traffic on the bases. Cade Cavalli is giving up a single and a walk. He also has gotten 1 out in this bottom of the third. Regardless, though, the next batter is up, and that's Jose Ramirez. You're glad that Turner got moved down, even if it's just the 2-hole? Bottom of the third, 1 out and 2 runners on. And here's Jose Ramirez. There's a knuckle curve that's taken right down Broadway for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the third. The 0-1 pitch to Ramirez, grounded over towards shortstop, and the throw on over to first base is in time. However, Ramirez moves the runners from first and second over to second and third, and Chase DeLauder is up next. JJ, you went from 7 innings, 2 runs to reasonable in 3 minutes. Dude, that's literally where I am. I can't make up my mind. This Phillies team is just unpredictable. Aaron Nola is unpredictable. The pitch, and that's down for a ball. Actually, that's a lie. Aaron Nola is predictable. The problem is that you know what it is? I actually want him to be unpredictable. Because then I won't know if he's going to put up a good outing or not. I'd rather have that than just be predictable at this point. After yesterday's game of how bad the Padres offense was, I think Sanchez has a really good shot getting this thing done. The bats got to show up, though, J-Man. That's the thing about tomorrow is that they face who do they face? Not Gavin Williams. I'm looking at the wrong game. I'm looking at the complete wrong game. Tomorrow they play against Walker Buehler. They got to do well against him. 1-0 pitch, grounded over towards the right side, and the throw on over to first is in plenty of time. It took a bounce right in front of the second baseman. So we'll see how things go as we go to the 4th inning. 4-0 Washington. This team is so unpredictable. Ugh. Yeah. They stress me out. Phillies only score when Nola pitches. Well, let's hope that they score tonight. And let's also hope that they score tomorrow. Red Sox lead at 2-0. That game is in the top of the third. Strider is facing Suarez. Ooh, that's a good matchup. Spencer Strider, how's he doing so far this year? Spencer Strider allowed 3 homers in his last outing against the Marlins. He did strike out 9. He did really good against the Dodgers. Only gave up 1 hit in 6 innings. That was impressive. And then he also had a good outing against the Boston Red Sox. Okay. Good to know. Orioles also lead at 3-1 against the Tampa Bay Rays. They put up quite a fight yesterday, Baltimore, and they ended up winning the game. That was just an awesome back-and-forth game. Shane Baz is facing his former team. He's given up 6 hits so far, just 1 earned run, and he has struck out 2 batters. The Tigers have a 1-0 lead against the Angels. That game is in the top of the third. We got the Pirates up 5-1 against the Cubs in the top of the third. And the Mets and the Reds are just underway right now. Those are all the games going on at this moment in time. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch, down and in for a ball. Hewer fires, and it's fouled away. Tonight, we got Spurs and Thunder at 8:30. That'll be great. The 1-2 pitch. That's a low for ball 2. Then we got Avalanche and Golden Knights tonight at 9 o'clock. Vegas wins. They're going to the Stanley Cup Finals. And they would face either the Hurricanes or the Canadiens. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball knocked down by the first baseman. He picks it up, though, throws it back over to first. Over to Hewer's way, and it's in plenty of time for the first out of the fourth. Excuse. Evgeny Malkin is coming back for his 21st season. A one-year deal worth up to $5.5 million. Wow. Interesting. The ball's one strike. Top of the fourth. Ruiz in the batter's box. Facing Hewer. Next pitch is in the dirt for a ball. One ball, one strike. Top of the fourth inning. And the 1-1 pitch is down and in for ball two. Two balls, one strike. The pitch is popped up out over towards shallow left. Kwan is there to make the catch, calls off Rocchio, and the second out is recorded. 2 away in the top of the fourth. Folks, if you're just coming on in, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. My allergies, I guess, are bothering me because now my eye is itchy. 0-1 to James Wood, who launched his 15th homer of the season back in the second. The 0-1 to Wood, and it takes a fastball down the pike at 94 for strike two. The 0-2 pitch, down for a ball. Other games tonight, you got Cardinals and Brewers at 7:40. You got Astros and Rangers at 8:05. You also got the Twins and the White Sox at 7:40, and Yankees Royals at 7:40. 2 balls, 2 strikes to James Wood. Hewer kicks, fires. That's grounded foul. The Diamondbacks played the Giants at 9:40 out in the Bay Area. And the Mariners are in Sacramento taking on the Athletics. And the Phillies play the Padres. All those games are at 9:40. And the Rockies play the Dodgers at 10:10. 3 balls, 2 strikes, top of the fourth. 2 outs. 4-0 Washington. Hewer gets set and fires. And Wood is going to fly this one out over towards the left field corner. It's slicing foul and out of play. And it'll be a souvenir. Doris! What's up, Doris? How you doing? When did the Braves become so good? My Red Sox stink. When did the Braves become really good? Ever since their offense has gotten healthy. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the payoff pitch is down for ball 4, and James Wood gets on with a 2-out walk. Yeah, Suarez so far so good. Matt Olson, though, has had himself a really good year. Ozzie Albies has been having himself a good overall year. Austin Riley starting to heat up a little bit as well. And they've gotten some really good play. Some of the old Giants players like Mike Yastrzemski and some of their other guys are just producing. Dubon as well. The ball is 1 strike, 2 outs, top of the 4th. And the 0-1 is in the dirt and outside for ball 1. Two walks for Curtis. And the 1-1 pitch is outside for ball 2. How do you feel about your Red Sox, Doors? Always love to see you stop on in, man. The 2-1 pitch. And Meade flies one out over towards deep center field. That's going to go back towards the track. And that ball is caught. I believe, did he get it? He got it. Daniel Schneemann leaped up, made the catch, brought it back on in. And the inning is over. Oh, what a play by Schneemann. First, I couldn't tell if he caught it at first, but he just got there. That could have been a home run, and he took it away, and the inning is over. That was a really nice catch. The stream sort of froze, so I couldn't tell if he caught it at first, but that is going to be up there as one of the best defensive plays of the night. That was awesome. Daniel Schneemann just took away a potential home run there. Wow. That was impressive. And Kyle Manzardo is going to lead it off. So the guy that flying out to end the inning right there was Curtis Meade. He just got robbed on a home run. It's all over for Cleveland. I don't know. Schneemann may have just saved the game there. That could have been a 2-run shot. There's still like 6 more innings left to go. Manzardo, Schneemann, and Martinez are going to come on up. I wouldn't mind seeing the Rays win the title, says Doors. You wouldn't mind seeing the Rays win? I mean, I guess anybody over the Yankees. But aren't the Rays like one of your rivals? Would you consider Tampa Bay as a rival to the Red Sox? It was a really good catch. Justin, is the song still stuck in your head? It's still stuck in mine. What's up, Justin? How you doing? It's history being made. That's true. That's true. It's a good point. The pitch is in there for a strike. Kyle Manzardo stares at strike 1. Tampa Bay is definitely a modern rival. The ball is 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. I would really like to see the White Sox go far. I really would. That would be something. That would be crazy. Imagine a Phillies White Sox World Series. 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. And a beautiful knuckle curve thrown by Cade Cavalli. And there is out number 1. Always kind of cool seeing a new team win a title. I agree with that. White Sox will be fun, or the Tigers. The Tigers, though, just aren't having a good year. I'm wondering if they are thinking about trading Scubell at the deadline. They are not off to a good start. Not saying that they're not going to make the playoffs, but, you know, people think that the Phillies are bad. Look at the Tigers. They were on like a bad losing streak. They've lost like 15 of their last 18 games. The ball is 1 strike, and the 0-1 grounded towards the first base side. It's a foul ball. The song that's really stuck in my head today, I mean, that song popped on into my head, but the song that's stuck in my head is from Daft Punk, and it's Around the World. I don't know why that song stuck in my head, but it is. Probably because I heard it in Chicago. 0-2 pitch, grounded towards the right side, and the second baseman spins, turns, throws it over to first, and that's in plenty of time for out number 2. Excellent play made there by Nasim Nunez. That guy is really good defensively over at second. They have a pretty good middle infield, I gotta say, defensively. The Guardians got a long World Series drought. I think last World Series win was 1948. Yeah, because they lost the World Series in 2016. After they had a 3-1 lead against the Chicago Cubs. And then they were up. That team is cursed. They were up 3-0 against the Boston Red Sox in the ALCS. I actually thought that they were going to go to the World Series and win the whole thing that year with the way that they were playing. That 2007 Cleveland Indians team was something. The balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. And the 0-1 pitch. And that's a foul ball towards the left side. That was a good team. They had Grady Sizemore, Jim Thome. I think Russell Brandon was on that team. They had Josh Barfield, Casey Blake. That was a good team. CeCe Sabathia and Cliff Lee in the rotation as a 1-2 punch. Oof. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 4th, 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and there is out number 3. And the inning is over. We've played 4 frames, and we go to the top of the 5th. 4-0 Washington. Travis Hefner, wasn't he on that team too? Tony LaFranca. La Russa? You mean Tony La Russa? Tony's 81. Hard to believe. Oh, Terry Francona. Yeah, Terry Francona. That's right. Yeah, Terry Francona was the manager of that Cleveland team. Or wait, was he? Because he managed the Red Sox too. Wait, no, he was the manager of the Red Sox that year, right? Or am I messing things up? Terry Francona, Red Sox. Let's see. What year did he manage the Red Sox? 2004 to 2011. Okay, so then he went to Cleveland in 2013. Got you. They all need to switch to cricket. Baseball is boring. Cricket lasts even longer. Cricket's way longer than baseball. Do you watch cricket, Mohammed? If so, who's your favorite player? I'd like to see some of these players play cricket. I think that'd be fun. Chaparro in the batter's box takes the first pitch that he sees way outside for ball 1. And so it's 1-0. Here's the pitch. That's outside for ball 2. Virat Kohli I got to get into it. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two one pitch. That's taken down for ball 3. You think they should bench JT Realmuto? Absolutely not. Nah, absolutely not. And play who? Rafael Marchand? No. 3-1 pitch. It's popped up, hit right behind home plate, and it'll be on out of play. If anything, I think JT has really been a valuable asset to them. And you're talking to somebody that thought that they should not have brought him back. UK and former Commonwealth countries are obsessed with cricket. Do we have any curling fans in here? 3 balls, 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch swung on and missed. And Chaparro strikes out. And there's 1 away. Sean Armstrong is able to throw a strikeout. How long are cricket games? Cricket matches are 90-minute sprints to 5-day marathons. The marathons are long. But the one-day international was like 7 to 8 hours. The balls, 1 strike to C.J. Abrams. And the pitch. And that's a foul ball. Oh, and 2 is the count to Abrams, and the next pitch is foul tipped out of the glove, though. Will Cleveland be able to score today? It's a great question. I wish I could answer that for you, but I can't. The ball's 2 strikes. The 0-2 high and away for ball 1. Joe Mazzulla just won Coach of the Year in the NBA. Search T20. What's T20? Oh, yeah. That's about 3 to 3.5 hours. Yeah. Those are 2 innings of 20 overs per team. Wow. So that's like the length of this, essentially. 2-2 pitch and a fly ball hit out over towards right field. Abrams got underneath it, and the catch is made by Martinez for out number 2. But the test matches for cricket are up to 5 days, according to Google. That's the longest format. Two outs, top of the 5th to Dylan Cruz. First pitch, swing and a miss. The count is 0-1. Have you ever been to a cricket match? The 0-1 to Cruz, fouled away. Test match is different. Dude, that's awesome, though. I'd like to hear cricket on the radio just to hear how it sounds. That's got to be interesting. How come Aaron Nola pitched really well in the World Baseball Classic? I don't know. 0-2. And that's up high and inside for a ball. Different type of competition, maybe? I don't know. I can't answer that. 1-2 pitch, and that's outside for ball 2. Sometimes you either have it or you just don't. That's just how it goes sometimes. 2-2 pitch. Chopper hit over towards the first base side, and Armstrong gets the flip back over to first, but he can't win the foot race, and that's going to go down as an infield single. So what could have been a 3-1 ground out really ends up turning into an infield single because of the speed of Dylan Cruz. And he put the ball in a good spot. The first baseman had to go get it, Kyle Manzardo, and then running on over to first base was the pitcher, and Armstrong just couldn't get there in time. And Dalen Lyle is up, and this time he'll ground this one over towards the second baseman, Bazana, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time for out number 3. Time to go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 4-0 Washington. Can't believe the Seahawks won a Super Bowl. It's crazy how when the Mariners lost in the ALCS in Game 7, same year, Seahawks ended up going, 4 months later, in 2026, Seahawks ended up winning. Scott's here. What's up, Scott? How you doing, my friend? I prefer baseball over cricket, even though I played cricket until I was into my 30s. So you like baseball over cricket? Interesting. There we go. That's better. What's up, Scott? Good to see you on here, mate. I'm really happy to see you here. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. It's a 4-0 lead for the Washington Nationals. Kyrat Ruiz had himself a 2-run single. James Wood had himself a 2-run home run as well in the top of the 2nd. Scott, have you ever been to a professional cricket game or a cricket match? A non-Philly game, and we've resorted to cricket. Yeah. Well, you can thank Muhammad because he started it. Man. B Blazin', what's going on, man? How you doing? Stephen Kwan is up to bat. Bottom of the 5th, 4-0 Nats. Cade Cavalli kicks and deals, and the pitch is inside for ball 1. Vacation was awesome. We went to Chicago. It was my first time ever going to Chicago. It was really, really cool. 1-0 pitch. Line drive by Kwan. Hit out to right. That'll get down for a base hit. And so there's a base runner. A leadoff single to start off the bottom of the 5th. Let's go. Let's go, baby. All righty. Been very busy, JJ. Can't find work, so I'm starting my own business. Good for you, man. I'm happy to hear that. That you're starting your own business. Charge! All right, so Bailey is up to bat against Cavalli. And the pitch to Bailey. There's a line drive down the first base line. That is a foul ball. No balls, 1 strike. Just foul. Oof. No balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 5th. 4-0 Washington. Cavalli gets set, kicks, deals, and there's strike 2. It's a knuckle curve. That was a really good pitch. Here's the toss back over to first, and the throw is not in time. Phillies played the Padres tonight at 9:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Aaron Nola's going to pitch for Philadelphia, and he'll be facing Randy Vasquez. The toss back over to first again, and Kwan is safe. Stephen Kwan last year batted .272 with 21 stolen bases, 11 homers, and 56 RBIs. This year he only has 2 steals. Just 2. 0-2 on the way. Swung on and missed. And the first out of the 5th inning is recorded right now. Who's the Phillies' best pitcher? Christopher Sanchez. Christopher Sanchez is the best pitcher. Actually, chat, do you agree? Is Christopher Sanchez the best pitcher, or is it still Zach Wheeler? Because they're both really, really good. Like, I'm not like, sometimes I just can't tell. The ball is 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. That's in there for strike 2. I don't really think it's by much. I mean, I have said that Sanchez is the ace of the staff, but Zach Wheeler's pretty good, too. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, and the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball, and knocked down by the second baseman, but no throw is going to be made over to first. Nunez just kept it out in front of him. And there's 2 runners on with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. It's 1A and 1B. That's the way that I look at it, too. But if I were to choose one, I'd probably go Christopher Sanchez. So we got 2 runners on with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. And the pitch is outside and high for a ball to Travis Bazzana. Travis, let's go, Travis. Travis was on Team Australia. Let's go. Both are outstanding. Yeah. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch to Bazzana, and it's outside for ball 2. Let's go, Travis. Bazzana is now batting .292 with 3 homers and 10 RBI as well. The 2-0 pitch inside for ball 3. This, I believe, is going to be challenged. It's 3-0. No, it's not going to be challenged. The 3-0 pitch to Bazzana, and that is called a strike. It's a 4-seamer that catches the outside edge. The 3-1 pitch outside for ball 4. Bases are loaded. There's 1 dog that's lying out in the sun. That's awesome. The dog's in the person's hands. That's so cool. Timeout called. Simon Matthews is going to go out there to have a conversation with Cavalli before Jose Ramirez steps into the batter's box. You like the louder too? Yeah, I'm a big fan of him. I've been a big fan of him. 1 out, bottom of the 5th. Bases are loaded, and the tying run is coming on up to the plate. Jose Ramirez is 1 for 2. He doubled in the 1st and grounded out to short in the 3rd. First pitch to Ramirez, high for ball 1. was a changeup. All right, let's go. Charge! 1-0 to Ramirez. The pitch, and Ramirez flies one out over towards left field. This will bring one run home. Wood will make the catch. Quan tags up from third. He'll score. Cleveland is on the board, and it's a 4-1 ball game. There you go. Ramirez drives in his 25th run of the season. And Chase DeLauder, who's 0 for 2, looking to try to get on base here. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Cavalli in a jam, and the first pitch is a knuckle curve at the knees for strike 1. It was a 4-0 game, thanks to a 2-run single from Kybert Ruiz and a 2-run home run from James Wood. The 0-1 to DeLauder. It's down for a ball. Cleveland did get a run just now on a sacrifice fly from Jose Ramirez. Manzardo waits in the on-deck circle. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Cavalli kicks, deals again, and it's upstairs for ball 2. So the answer to that was yes. Will Cleveland be able to score? They're on the board now. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch to DeLauder, it's outside for ball 3. I hope so too. Ahmed Rosario just went deep to make it a 4-run first inning for the Yankees. Oof. 3 balls, 1 strike to DeLauder. And the pitch, line drive, hit out over towards left center field, and it's caught for out number 3 by Young. Hit sharply just right at Young. And with that, we're going to go to the top of the 6th inning. All right, we're going to go say hi to BW. Let's go say hi to BW right now. I believe that he is on. Actually, you know what? We'll go say hi to... Yeah, we'll go say hi to Orioles Birdwatcher. He is on. Where is he, though? There he is. Share. Copy link. Boop, boop. Boop. There he is. All right. Be right back. Be right back. Here we go. We got 41 people tuning on in. 31 of you have hit the thumbs up button. Let's go. Keep smashing that thumbs up button. Here comes Young to the plate, and the pitch is inside for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes, top of the 6th. Jacob Young 1 for 2 with a single, a ground out, and a run scored. And the 1-0, that's going to be called a strike. Young wants to challenge it, and they will get his wish granted. We'll see. It looked like that was a ball, and it was. So the call is overturned. And instead, it's a 2-0 count. It was low by about 2.5 inches. 4-1 Nationals. Colin Holderman's pitching. The 2-0 delivery is a called strike right down Broadway. And it's now 2-1. Two-one pitch, grounded over towards the right side. Bazana picks it up, throws it over to first, and that is in time for the out, the first out of the 6th inning. You know, last night I saw a replay of Prince Fielder's home run against the Tampa Bay Rays out at Tropicana. That ball hit like the back of the stadium. And he had hit like the roof of the stadium, and then it like went back onto the field. That was such a deep and a far shot. And I was like, dang, I miss Prince Fielder as a player. The ball is 1 strike, and the 0-1 pitch is way outside for a ball. Him and Braun were like such a perfect 1-2 punch. 1-1. That's a foul ball towards the left side. It always cracked me up watching him run around the bases. But he was just such a strong ball player. The crazy part about like his career to me is that he ended up having the same amount of homers as his father. And he was forced to retire, of course. But he like didn't miss a game for like, what was it, 5 years? 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the 6th, 1 out. And the 1-2 pitch. And there's a called strike 3 on the outside corner at the knees. Another really good curveball thrown from Holderman. And there's out number 2. Two outs, top of the 6th. He's 42 years old now. And he does have a son. I didn't know that. 1 ball, no strikes to Kybert Ruiz. And the pitch is way outside for ball 2. Played for 11 years. 2-0 on the way, and Ruiz flies one out over towards right field. That's going back towards the track. It'll bounce off the top of the wall. Ruiz is going to go to second, but he's a dead fish, and he is out at second base. Okay, so we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. That was a long single, and Ruiz was out by a mile over at second on the fantastic throw from Aniel Martinez. And so we go to the bottom of the 6th. 4-1 Washington. But yeah, what a player. I forgot that Fielder won the home run derby in 2009. I guess that was the year after Josh Hamilton beat or Josh Hamilton had his wild home run derby. Must have been the year after that. Crazy. Prince and his dad are the only father-son duo to each hit 50 MLB homers in a season. And they were the only father-son duo to hit 40 home runs in a season until 2021 when Vladdy did it. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., of course, that is. When he joined his father. Didn't realize that. Danny, what's up, Danny? How you doing? Good to see you on here. So we're going to the bottom of the sixth. Kyle Manzardo, Daniel Schneemann, and Aniel Martinez are going to be due on up to bats for the Guardians. Did I say back in Chicago? It's a 4-1 game. The Nationals lead it by 3. Wish this was the Phillies just here to watch you. It's magic. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Cavalli kicks, deals, and it's high and away for a ball. Hoskins is not in the lineup today. He did actually homer yesterday for Cleveland. 1 ball, no strikes. Cavalli kicks, fires, and a high bouncer rolled over towards the right. It's a foul ball, though. Doing great. How are you? I hope you're doing good, too. Yeah, man, I'm doing great. We're just talking about, 2000s baseball. We're just talking about Prince Fielder. Fielder was one of my favorite players. I went to Mike Cameron. Used to play this game. It was called The Bigs. I don't know if you guys ever remember that. It was on the Wii. But it had, obviously Albert Pujols was on the cover of it. Next pitch is in there for a strike. But that was, one game that I really enjoyed playing. The Bigs. Wow, whatever happened to that franchise? 1-2 pitch. Line drive, base it out to right field. And there's a leadoff single here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Manzardo gets on with a single. He's over at first. And we got ourselves another base runner. Up the Tarp boys are out. Gosh. Crazy. George! The pitch. There's a foul ball. The Bigs. An arcade-style baseball video game for the Xbox 360, the PlayStation 3, the PlayStation 2, the Wii, and the PlayStation Portable. What the heck is a PlayStation Portable? The PSP. That makes sense. Pitch lined over to Meade's way, and he'll make the catch, and there's out number 1. It was actually played on a bounce, and the runner did go on over to second base. Regardless, though, there's one away. One out, bottom of the 6th. Aniel Martinez is up, and the pitch is swung on and missed. That's a knuckle curve. And there's strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, bottom of the 6th. 1 out. And the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And knuckle curve was in the dirt. Boy, oh boy. Anybody remember Curtis Granderson? No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 fouled away. I saw that he's he's been an analyst over on TBS, but I was like, dang, I forgot about that. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bottom of the 6th. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a foul ball. The Braves and the Red Sox are now tied 2-2. Thanks to a 2-run shot from Matt Olson in the bottom of the 5th. Top of the 5th. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And there's out number 2. That was at 99 miles per hour. Grandy. Great leadoff hitter. Yeah. He had some really good years with Detroit. He was also on the Mets. But I don't think the Mets got the same version. And he played for the Yankees, too. I think he had like 1 good year with the Yankees. But he was a really good defensive player. He's 45 years old now. The pitch. It's a little bit low for ball 1. It was a Blue Jay, too. That must have been at the end of his career. I don't remember him on the Dodgers. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. And the pitch is inside for ball 2. Here's Stephen Kwan up at the plate right now. 2 balls, no strikes to Stephen Kwan. Bottom of the 6th, 2 away. And the 2-0 delivery is going to be called a strike. It's the top tier of the zone. What's going on, JG? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you on here. Really good to see you. Umpires talking with Stephen Vogt. And Vogt was not happy about something. 2-1 is the count, bottom of the 6th. 2 away. And the pitch to Stephen Kwan. That's going to be grounded foul towards the right side. Was that Sandoval that was just whacking his hand like that and then he caught it? That's really interesting. He was whacking his hand and then the pitch was being thrown. He was still whacking it, then he caught it. I like that. 2-2 pitch. Line drive. Hit out over towards left center. That's going to be caught, though, and the inning is over. We're going to go to the 7th inning. So it's a 4-1 Nationals lead. We'll step aside. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. There we go. Good stuff. All right, top of the 7th, 4-1 Nationals against the Guardians. It's a 3-run lead. And we have Will Dion, who is on the pitch, making his major league debut. 15 games out of Columbus, a 3-0 record, a 4.5 ERA, and 36 strikeouts as well. And Wood stares at the pitch. That's called a strike. And the count is 0-1. Time is 8:11. So hopefully this game wraps up around 9. The 0-1 pitch. Wood smacks one out over towards center. That'll get down for a single. And James Wood is going to get on with a leadoff base hit up the middle. So it's a 3-run lead for the Washington Nationals, and James Wood has had himself quite a day so far. Cavalli, by the way, 6 innings, 1 earned run, 7 strikeouts. I'm so happy to see that he's doing well. The pitch, that's in there for a strike. I really liked calling his games when he was on the Blue Rocks. I was thinking to myself, like, this guy's going to make it to the majors one day. 0-1 pitch. Grounded over to short. The throw to second, there's one. The throw to first, that's not in time. So it's just a 6-4 fielder's choice. Basallo just hit a 3-run home run. Wow. The pitch grounded over the second. The throw to the shortstop. There's one. The throw over to first. That's in time. Mom and Dad are happy about that, as there's a 4-6-3 double play to end the inning. We're going to go to the bottom of the 7th. Bailey, Rocchio, and Bazana are due on up to bat for the Cleveland Guardians. Detroit has a 5-4 lead. That game is going to go to the top of the 7th right now. You got the Orioles up 6-1 as that game goes to the top of the 6th. It's a 5-run lead for Baltimore. The Braves and the Red Sox are tied up at 2 apiece as they're in the top of the 6th. Blue Jays lead at 2-0 against the Marlins. Toronto had Ernie Clement hit a homer. And Okamoto also got on with an RBI single as well. Cardinals and Brewers are scoreless. Blue Jays lead at 2-0, as we mentioned. Astros and Rangers are also scoreless. They just got underway, though. They're in the top of the 1st. The Reds have the bases loaded against the Mets, and they also lead at 3-0 with nobody out. The Twins and the White Sox are scoreless as they go to the 3rd inning. And the Yankees lead at 5-0 against Kansas City in the bottom of the 2nd. Schlittler is pitching. Joe Adell homered in the Angels-Tigers game. McGonigal also had a 2-run triple. McKinstry had a couple of sacrifice flies. Neto got on with an RBI double. Grissom also had an RBI single. And Jones gave the Tigers the lead in the bottom of the 5th on an RBI single. So we're going to the bottom of the 7th here out in Cleveland. Mitchell Parker is going to pitch. Here's another former Blue Rock. Used to be a starter, but now he's coming on out of the bullpen. And there's a slider that he throws that'll be taken for strike 1. Jared McCain is going to start tonight against the Spurs? Wow. I mean, I guess, is that really a surprise? I don't know. The ball is 2 strikes to David Fry, who was pinch hitting. The 0-2 pitch to Fry. Strike 3 called on the outside edge. And the first out is recorded. This will be challenged. Fry signaled for a challenge. And that is confirmed to be strike 3. And there's one away. So far in this game, 7 hits for Washington, 4 runs scored. Cleveland has 5 hits, and they have scored just 1 run on the sacrifice fly. Pitch to Rocchio, and ouch. Oh, no. He is hobbling out of the box over by the third base line, trying to just walk it off. He'll put pressure back on that foot, but ooh. Yeah. He's walking on over to first base right now. He says that he's okay. And Brian Rocchio gets hit by a pitch. Got him right on the back kneecap. Straight on. Pew. Cavalli today went 6 innings. Gave up 5 hits, 1 earned run, struck out 7 on a total of 87 pitches. And lowered his ERA to a 3.62. Mitchell Parker facing Travis Bazzana. In the pitch, there's a called strike at 96 miles per hour. Folks, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. 0-1 to Travis Bazzana. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 0-1 pitch is a slider that is in the zone for strike 2. The ball's 2 strikes, bottom of the 7th. 1 out. The 0-2 pitch laid off. And so it's now 1-2. Excuse me. Sorry about that. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-2 to Bazzana. Fly ball hit out over towards left center field. He'll stay in the yard. Wood drifts back, and he will make the grab for the second out. Whoever did subscribe to the channel, thank you so much. Make sure that you guys comment who you are down below if you want a little shout out from me. I appreciate it. Jose Ramirez 1 for 2 with a double and a sacrifice fly. He'll be batting on the right side this time as he waves the bat around. Parker fires, and the curveball is down and in. Last year, Ramirez had 30 homers. This year so far, he has 8. He also had 85 RBIs last year. So far, he has 24. Next pitch, and now it's 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch to Ramirez. And this is popped up out over towards shallow left. Abrams says, I got it, and he does. And the catch is made, and we're going to go to the 8th inning. 4-1 Nationals. Abrams, who just made the catch, will lead it off when Washington returns. So they are 6 outs away from getting themselves another victory and trying to possibly get closer to the Atlanta Braves. They are currently 8.5 games in back of Atlanta in the NL East. They're also a half game above the Phillies and 2 games in front of Miami. And in case you're wondering, the Miami Marlins are losing 2-1 against the Blue Jays. The Marlins are up to bat in the top of the 5th. There's 1 away, but there's 2 runners on. The Braves also just took the lead against Ranger Suarez and the Boston Red Sox. The game is now 3-2 with nobody out in the top of the 6th. Suarez is done. His night is done. Michael Harris just had an RBI ground rule double. And Weissert is going to go pitch. Spurs game should be getting started in just a little bit. Matthew Boyd, we heard that he is going to make 2 rehab starts. Remember, he injured himself when he was playing with his kids, and he ended up getting hurt. It was not during baseball activities. The pitch is in there for a strike, but he is now currently scheduled to make his rehab start. No balls, 1 strike to Abrams. And the 0-1 is a sinker that catches the inside corner for strike 1. Strike 2, that is. So the count is 0-2 to Abrams. And the 0-2 pitch, that's going to be flied foul and out of play. The 0-2 pitch, here it comes. Strike 3 called, and Dion gets another strikeout. He's making his major league debut today, and he pitched a very good 7th inning, and Vogt is hoping that he pitches a good 8th inning here. He's like, let me see what you got. Curly says, man, we looking good. What's up, Curly? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you on here. Comes Dylan Cruz to the plate, and the pitch is up high for a ball. By the way, I want to make sure that I mention this. If you guys want to hear somebody that actually does a really good job covering the Washington Nationals, he's not on tonight, but his name is District Nation. He's really, really good. 1-0 pitch, grounded over to third. Ramirez picks it up, throws it over to first, and that is in time for out number 2. I'm going to make sure that I link you up with this channel. Let me do that right now. Where is District Nation? There he is. But yeah, here is District Nation. Go follow District Nation. There he is. The pitch, now it's down for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Dalen Lyle. And the 1-0, ground ball down the first base line. That is a fair ball. And so, getting on with a single is Lyle. The throw back over to first is cut off by Dion. Yes. So a 2-out single there. District Nation, I'd be over there too. Yes, he's really good. He is really good. He's so good, man. And I can't wait for him to stream more because he does an awesome job. That's my guy. So I have to make sure if we have Nationals fans on here, I'm like, it's cool if you guys want to see me, but this guy covers the Nationals all the time. The pitch. This is popped up out over towards the third base side. Ramirez runs out of room, and it's a foul ball. We cover the Phillies primarily on here. We do the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles, but we also like to do other baseball games as well whenever we can. But yeah. Favorite players right now for me is Lovelady and Lord. Brad Lord. I know who you were mentioning. God, do we like autocorrect? 0-1 pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards left field. Kwan's there. Doesn't even have to move. And makes the grab. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's a 4-1 lead. Chase DeLauder, Kyle Manzardo, and Daniel Schneemann are going to come on up to the plate. But yeah, that's mainly what we do. It's good to see you guys on here. We got the Phillies game tonight at 9:40. Phillies play against San Diego. So if you want to check us out for that, you most certainly can. We have a lot of fun calling baseball games. We did a lot of World Baseball Classic games. And so far, it's been a good amount of baseball games during the season, too. Brad Lord, sorry. No, you're good. I knew what you meant. I knew who you meant. But autocorrect can be very annoying sometimes. It's really cool. I was just mentioning this before because I used to call games for the Wilmington Blue Rocks when I was in college, and I got to see Cade Cavalli pitch. Him and Cole Henry and Mitchell Parker. And Jose Ferrer. I really liked Jose Ferrer. He was one of my favorites, but I know he's not on the Nationals anymore. But he was fun. But yeah. Those were cool. It's always nice to just be able to see, the guys make it over to the show. It's awesome. But some of them, like Israel Pineda, Jake Alou, or what's his name? What was it? Rafael. Was it Antuna? Was it Rafael Antuna? I really liked Antuna. Antuna Nationals. Oh, what was his name? Yasel Antuna. Yeah. Yasel Antuna. That guy was fun to watch. 1 ball, no strikes. What's he up to nowadays? Yasel Antuna is a Dominican former professional baseball infielder. He's 26 years old now. It's 2 balls, no strikes, bottom of the 8th. DeLauder is in the batter's box against Mitchell Parker. And the pitch to Chase, and that's a foul ball. We're not doing a post-game show for this game tonight because we got the Phillies, and I got to get the thumbnail ready for that. But you can come on during the Phillies game. And if you do, want to leave me a message or, a voicemail message calling into my hotline, you most certainly can. 2-1, foul ball. I don't take phone calls now, but the phone number, let me type it on in. Phone number is 610-314-0844. 2-2 pitch. And that is outside for ball 3. Parker versus DeLauder. We'll see who wins the battle here. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Chase is hitless in 3 at-bats. And the 3-2. Fly ball hit out over towards shallow left field, and that's going to die and get down for a base hit in front of James Wood. So that is a bloop single by Chase DeLauder here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and the leadoff man is aboard. Sometimes it's just not about how hard you hit it. It's about where you put it. Charge! The Tarp boys are out. They're waving their shirts. And here's Manzardo, who stares at a slider that catches the upper third of the zone for strike 1. Kyle batting .221 with 5 home runs and 17 RBIs. The ball's 1 strike, and the 0-1 pitch swung on and missed. Parker working on that slider, and it's working. And the count is 0-2. The Guardians have the most eighth-inning runs in all of baseball with 45. The Nationals have the third most with 37. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Mitchell Parker throws all sliders to Kyle Manzardo, and it works. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Kyle Manzardo. Excellent pitching by him. Those sliders were disgusting. I mean that in a good way. So 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Parker is now 26 years old. He's from Albuquerque, New Mexico. 6 feet 4 inches tall. He was a starter in his first 2 seasons. Now he's coming on out of the bullpen. His ERA is at a 5.25. Here's the pitch. And this is Rhys Hoskins, former Philly, who's up to bat. And he looks at strike 1, right down the middle. Hoskins in the box. No balls, 1 strike to Rhys Hoskins. The pitch to Hoskins, swing and a miss. Phillies All-Star player predictions. Kyle Schwarber, Christopher Sanchez, Bryce Harper, Brandon Marsh. 0-2 on the way to Hoskins. Strike 3 called. Got him looking. Mitchell Parker decided to paint a fastball over on the outside edge at the knees, and Hoskins was like, what am I going to do with that? And he has to go back to the dugout. 2 away, bottom of the 8th. And it's Martinez's turn to come on up. Back-to-back strikeouts for Parker. And here's another nasty slider that's thrown in the dirt, and Martinez can't help but swing at it. And this guy is just letting it fly. No balls, 1 strike. This guy is on a tear right now. The 0-1 pitch to Martinez, and there's a called strike 2 at the knees. The slider was just there on the outside edge. Martinez looks over at the umpire. The umpire's like, that's a strike. And Martinez will call for time. The Texas Rangers, by the way, not to dilute what's going on here, the Rangers have put up 8 runs in just the first inning. They're up 8-0 against the Astros. Here's the 0-2 on the way. Strike. Nope, they're going to call it a ball, but this will be challenged. The Nationals will challenge this. That looked like it was a called strike 3. What does ABS say? And here's the review. Strike 3 called. Mitchell Parker strikes out the side and gets a 1-2-3 inning as we go to the 9th inning. Did he just throw an immaculate inning right there? I wasn't even paying attention. No, that was a 1-2 count. Wow. Unbelievable. And we will go to the 9th inning. Nationals are up 4-1 against the Guardians. Nasim Nunez will come on up to the plates. Luca! What's up, Luca? How you do? How you doing? Two innings, 4 strikeouts, 1 hit allowed by Mitchell Parker. Folks, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go on for Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football, where we love covering Major League Baseball. Absolutely we do. But yes, we are covering the Nationals game today. All right, so let's go. By the way, the Yankees have a 7-0 lead in the top of the third against the Kansas City Royals. The Braves now have a 5-2 lead against the Boston Red Sox. That is in the bottom of the sixth. And again, the Texas Rangers put up 8 runs in the first inning against the Astros. That is true, Bob. That is true. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike to Nasim Nunez. Batting just a $184. And the 0-1 is a foul ball. I mean, now you have to think that Lovelady's probably warming up in the pen, correct? No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch to Nunez. Line drive hit out towards the right center field gap. That'll go down for a base hit. Nunez will test the arm. The throw to second. Not in time. And a leadoff double here in the top of the 9th inning, just like that. I think he should have went to the Giants. He would have won the World Series. You think so? George! I think he could have won a World Series in Philly. Made it to the World Series, but didn't win it. I don't know about won a World Series with the Giants with the way that their roster's been, but who knows? Maybe things could have been different. The pitch is inside for a ball, and it's 1-0. Kybert Ruiz, 2 for 3. Had the 2-run single earlier in the game. Nunez leads off at second. The pitch to Ruiz, and he stares at strike 1. Right down the middle. Lovelady is 30 years old. I didn't know he was in the league for that long. Holy smokes. He was with the Royals. He must have been a Blue Rock. 1-1 pitch. Foul ball. And so it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ruiz. Here's a guy that destroys the Phillies. This guy just has such a great bat against Philadelphia for whatever it is. 1-2 pitch. And there's a swing and a foul tip into the glove for strike 3. And the first out of the inning is recorded. Ruiz before Sunday was actually on a 7-game hitting streak. And here comes James Wood to the dish. Top of the 9th, Wood takes a strike at the knees at 93 miles per hour. The balls, 1 strike. And the pitch to Wood. Bouncing ball hit over towards short. Rocchio plays it on a hop, throws it over to first, and Wood beats out the throw. And that'll put runners over at the corners here in the top of the 9th inning. Everybody knows how much pop in the bat James Wood has, but he definitely has speed to him as well, as he was able to just beat out that throw by about half a step. And he's over at first, top of the 9th. Runners at the corners. And up next is Curtis Mead, who got robbed on a homer earlier in the game. And he's 0 for 2. First pitch to Mead. Check swing, did he go? I don't know what they said. Nope, they said no. Because it's 1 ball and no strikes. They're playing him the pull. The 4-3 hole is wide open. The 1-0 pitch and a called strike on the inside edge at the kneecaps. The count is 1-1. How about the Red Sox? They have bases loaded in the bottom of the 6th against Atlanta. That would be interesting to see the Red Sox try to come back against the Braves. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Curtis Mead. Dion gets set just below the belt this time and fires, and Mead takes it high and away for ball 2. Just saw that the Baltimore Orioles have themselves a 6-1 lead. Where's the Pirates? Pirates are in the bottom of the 7th. 2-2 pitch, popped foul and out of play. It goes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 9th inning. 1 out. Wonder if they're even going to go to Lovelady if they get another run here. Next pitch on the way, swing and a miss. That pitch was outside. Dion gets the K, and there's 2 away. Okay. Would you not like Harper if he went to the Giants? Well, he wouldn't have been on the Phillies. I don't know. Would have been different. Chaparro up to bat, takes a pitch that's down, and the catcher looks up. No throw was made over to second, and James Wood is now in scoring position. So, basically a base hit could eventually open this game wide open. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Andres Chaparro, hitless, and 4 ABs. Look at the Pirates. They're up 10-1. The 1-1 pitch, line drive, hit out to left. That'll get down for a base hit towards the corner. 2 runs will score. It's a 6-1 ball game out in Cleveland. Andres Chaparro gets himself a 2-run double and is now 1 for 5 on the day. And that should be the dagger. By the way, we're going to go to the bottom of the 9th inning. I don't know what just happened. Was he out over at second? What happened? But regardless, we're going to go to the bottom of the 9th. It's a little bit weird. It is a 6-1 lead, though, as we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. What the heck? That's odd. Are they going to update this? I want to see the RBI base hits. Oh, we got thrown out at second. I missed that. So it's a 2-run single regardless. We're going to go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Chaparro was out. Yep, you're right. Over at second base. He was out stretching it into a double. Regardless, though, it's 6-1, and we're going to go to the bottom of the 9th. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Yep. Clark, what's going on, man? Thanks so much for tuning on in, my friend. Appreciate you. 6-1 ball game, folks. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on the notification bell icons, too. We go on for Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football. We're on almost every single day covering Major League Baseball for the most part. We do a lot of baseball content on here. It's great. It's a lot of fun. It really is. By the way, the Cincinnati Reds now lead at 6-0 against the New York Mets in the top of the 6th. It's getting ugly out in Queens. Oh, those Mets. They went to commercial before finding out for sure. Yeah, absolutely. I hate when they do that. We're in the bottom of the 9th, the pitch, and that's going to be in there for a called strike. Mitchell Parker is going to close out this game. Technically speaking, this is a save situation. Because when he came in, it was a 4-1 game. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch, and that is outside and low for a ball. So that means that Cavalli is in line to get the win. Cantillo is in line to get the loss. And Parker is in line to get the save. 2 balls, 1 strike to Stephen Kwan. The 2-1 pitch. High for ball 3. .30 pitches for Mitchell Parker. 3 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 9th. After this game is done, we have a redirect over to Dr. DeLay's channel. Dr. DeLay covers the Pittsburgh Pirates. The pitch, and that is high and inside for ball 4, and Stephen Kwan gets on with a leadoff walk. Blowouts are all over baseball, except for the Toronto game. And the Braves game as well, I guess. Jake Bauers is a home run for the Brewers. It's 1-0 there. Bottom of the 9th. And David Fry is up. And he looks at ball 1. If the Nationals win and if the Braves lose, Washington is technically 7.5 games behind Atlanta for the division. 1 ball, 1 strike. To David Fry. Here's the pitch. Inside for ball 2. Fry is a .280 hitter in the 7th inning or later this season. The 2-1 pitch and a called strike 2 right down Broadway at 94 miles per hour. Two balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch and a called strike 3 right at the knees. Mitchell Parker is on fire right now. Drop the fires in the chat for Mitchell Parker. This guy is just untouchable. One out, bottom of the 9th. And it's Brian Rocchio up to bat, and the pitch is lined out over to left, and there's a base hit. And runners will be over at first and second base in the bottom of the 9th inning with 1 out. Rocchio gets aboard. And up to bat next is Travis Bazzana. Bazzana 0 for 2 with 2 walks. Jose Ramirez waits in the on-deck circle. I'll see you in a bit, my friend. I think by the All-Star game, Schwarber will have over 30 homers since it's also almost June. You think he'll have 30 by the All-Star break? I think at this point, it's safe to say that he could have 35 by the All-Star break with the rate that he's going. The pitch, and that is outside for ball 1. What's he at, 22? Yeah. I think 30 is definitely within reach. The 1-0 pitch, and that's going to be chopped foul towards the right side. One ball, 1 strike, bottom of the 9th. We got the Padres-Phillies game after this. We'll make another stream, and we'll be on for that game at 9:40. We'll really be on at like 9:20. The 1-1, and that misses down in the way for ball 2. I got to make the thumbnail, so I'm going to head on off after this. 2 balls, 1 strike, bottom of the 9th. And here's the pitch. And this is grounded towards the right field line, and that is a fair ball, and that's going to go all the way towards the corner. One run's easily going to score. That's Stephen Kwan. And it's now a 6-2 ball game. Travis Bazana gets on with an RBI double. And the game is not over yet. It's my fault, chat. I jinxed him. I said that he was untouchable. And ever since then, he allowed a single to Rocchio and an RBI double to Travis Bazana. And it's Jose Ramirez up next. A timeout taken, and the pitching coach is going to go have a conversation with Parker. They're going to get somebody stretching in the bullpen right now. I don't know why they weren't doing that before. But Beater is up. I just said that I'm going to make it right after this game is done. Bottom of the ninth. 1 out. Ramirez in the batter's box. We have a redirect, though, to Dr. DeLay. The pitch is inside for a ball. The Phillies made a change to their lineup. Oh, yeah. It was Trey Turner. I was like, wait, did they make like a late scratch? Trey Turner's batting second. The pitch to Ramirez. Foul ball towards the left side. That one goes out of play. One ball, one strike to Jose Ramirez. And the pitch, ground ball hit over to third. And here's the throw over to first. It's just in time. A run does score. It's a 6-3 ball game. And Ramirez gets his second RBI of the day. Okay. 2 outs here in the bottom of the ninth. And Chase DeLauder is going to come on up. First pitch to DeLauder, strike one. It's a slider down the hatch. No balls, one strike. The 0-1 to DeLauder, swing and a miss. And the Guardians are down to their final strike. It was pivotal that the Nationals got those extra 2 runs in the 9th inning. The 0-2 on the way. Ground ball hit over to first. And the flip back over to Parker is in time. And the ball game is over. Parker gets the save. Cavoe gets the win. And the Washington Nationals get another W on the season. Let's go. So that wraps it up for me. All right. So we got our redirect over to Dr. DeLay's channel. Make sure that you guys go say hi to him. After the stream is done, it'll just redirect you over to Dr. DeLay's channel. Go show him love and support. He covers the Pittsburgh Pirates. And tell him that I said hello. All right. I'll be back in about less than 20 minutes. We'll start our next stream. We're going to create the next stream. And I will see you all then. Lila Tov, good night. See you soon.